Everybody, what is going on? And by everybody, I mean the 2 or 3 people that may have checked out some of my videos in the past when I was doing Everton content. Starting it back up now, in case anybody was wondering. A couple of things happened a couple of months ago, which I'm not going to go into, but just rest assured that I am back, better than ever, or better than before, hopefully. Brand new computer, brand new setup, brand new house, brand new season coming up for the Toffees and all Evertonians all around the world. This video is it's kind of like an update video, but it's not really. It's just me testing out what's going on, new editing tools, introductions into the show like you might have just seen. This week I'm hoping to put out a whole bunch of content, and I'm sure a bunch of other Evertonian people have already put out reactions to last season, the highs, the lows, transfer news, obviously, because obviously we're in the middle of the summer break. So we'll talk about the Deadwood. We'll get Archie the Wolf involved at some point when it comes to obviously the stuff that's not necessarily negative, but things that require a little more emotion, a little more passion. And when I put on the Everton hat, the Everton jersey, just sit here nice and calm, relaxed, that needs to be one way that we present information. And that's a lot of people do put the information across in a nice, slow-paced, even-toned way of doing things. And that's quite good for the listener, for the emotional state of the viewer. But sometimes you just got to get raw. Sometimes you just got to get down and dirty. Sometimes you just got to let it off your chest, and that's when the wolf comes out. And so the wolf will be coming out with things such as last season, Newcastle away, Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, all the months between November and February of last year, shithawks and complete absolute garbage sitting on our wage bill. Yannick Bolasie, Sandro Ramirez, lots of people, not their fault, and so we'll go into that with Archie probably. Fixtures for this coming season look pretty good to start, but then what are we going to say about those 4 fixtures in December and then end of February? Was it start of March maybe? Wherever we play the 4 of the big teams all in a row, and then later on reverse fixtures we do that. There's plenty of ways to spin that. We can say that that's a very valid way of doing things. There's nothing wrong with the draw, the numbers that come out on the computer or just random. We had that last year, we got it this year. That's just the way it goes. Those are great games because they're in the winter time, Champions League and all that for those teams. So we might be able to pick up points there if we can continue to build the squad. So, there's plenty of ways to look at it. Or I can just bitch, rage, and scream about how it's unfair and how everybody is always against Everton. They always want the top 6 to be the top 6. They don't want to let anybody in like Everton or possibly Wolves or possibly Leicester. They're always going to have an agenda against us. Therefore, it's just easy to have the top 6 be the top 6. Always going to be Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, and Tottenham. That's top 6. And everyone else just find to be best of the rest. So those are some things we could go into. What we will go into. It's a slow summer. Other things we can look at is if, our players are playing in the Copa America. You can look at players there. Transfer news, like I said before. Realistic transfers I'd like to see, transfers Archie would like to see, all different types of things. So it'll all be coming up pretty soon, hopefully. Anybody watches this video, leave something in the comments, please, something in the comments. If you like this, if you don't like it, if you just want to tell me to fuck myself, if you want to give me a thumbs up, any questions you'd like to have answered that you haven't had them satisfactorily answered, maybe anywhere else that you go to, maybe you go to Reddit and people are just internet warriors and they just say things and you get a whole bunch of contradicting opinions. If you like my opinions, if you like my presentation on things, just leave a like, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, of course. But just leave me a question, because it's hard for content creators if they want to get up and going if they're just coming up with stuff every day. So just leave suggestions, leave comments, leave questions, ask me my opinion on something. Like I said, anything that doesn't have to do with Everton also, that's not really a problem. You can see up here, I'm at 605. Always looking to get to 1,000, right? You want to get to 1,000, and I'm trying to get the view times up, so quality content, constant content is all part of what we're going for here. We'll be playing games. We'll be playing some PES. When the new FIFA game comes out, we'll be playing that. If anybody's interested in games like Final Fantasy VII, when the Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, lots of other games on PC, Xbox, PS4. We'll be playing a lot of those, just checking World of Warcraft, frame rates, recording abilities, what's the highest FPS, all this. So I'll be on off and on, but again, if you're watching this over in the UK or over in Europe, most of the stuff will probably be coming out by the time you've already gone to bed. Any people that are watching in America or anyone in a different time zone, I'm Central time zone over here in the United States of America. And so, yeah, that's about it. Just gonna check this. Hope the intro and everything went well. It's it's a little tacky, but it's better than what I've had before. And I guess I'm just trying to work on content. And the content I'm gonna be putting out is basically all surrounding Everton Football Club, up the Toffees, right? Oh, by the way, yeah, Liverpool, fuck your six, huh? How about that? Yeah, well, we'll be talking about that too. I mean, I don't even live in the UK. I don't even live in Liverpool. With the amount of people over in this country and in a small podunk state and city that I live in, the amount of Liverpool supporters that have just crawled out of the abyss, have just crawled out of the gutters. And all of a sudden the Liverpool supporters, like my realtor, my real estate agent, like I was working with him for, a year or so, and he just always talking about Liverpool. Wouldn't ever, I won't get to it, but if I talked about diving or the spawny bastards when they got something go their way, and that's all of it, he just wouldn't hear it. And I'd ask him about, and he thought I was taunting. I was like, hey, when was the last time that you guys actually won the league in Italy? 29 years ago. I'm like, well, who would name 5 players that were in that last team? No idea. Like these. And I mean, and I wear toffee gear everywhere. I wear the toffee gear everywhere. I go shopping. I go to the mall. I go out for a picnic. I go out to the park. I walk my dogs. Going to work. Everywhere. I'm just always wearing the Everton gear. And the amount of people that walk up to me, like I've said before, is, oh, nice shirt. Because I've always got the hat and the shirt and all the other stuff on. So they say, oh, hey, do they play in the Premiership? No, it's Premier League, but either way. And then they come out and say they're some top 6 team, or for some reason they're a West Ham supporter or a Newcastle supporter, or of course the bandwagoners from a couple of years ago, they're Leicester supporters. And I'm trying to preach the word, guys. I try and preach the word out there, but like I said, this has just turned into a rambling video. But like I said before, content that's coming up. It's just simple stuff that gets us through the summer. Hopefully, we're going to get some transfers in soon. I'm praying, I'm begging, I am hoping. Please, Andre, come on, just sign. That'll get me going in ways you can't even imagine. Content creatively, right? But come on, Andre, sign that deal. I bet that's the thing. He's already signed. He's already agreed in principle. I'm sure it's just Barcelona trying to do what they do. And that's another thing we're going to go into is this exorbitant transfer window and the past ones, how agents and all this other stuff, how they just use and abuse the media and abuse other teams, and how the media does it, how social media does it, how it just gets all drawn out, and there's always 55 players in for 55 teams in for a certain player, but some teams that are in for them can actually offer them good football, quality management, Champions League football, and then you just got other teams like the fucking United that can just offer them money, no organization, they've done nothing since Fergie left, but then they might even get players because they can pay them an extra $100,000 a week, and then that all goes into, well, how many of these players out here are just mercenaries now? Because you could go to Barcelona and play for one of the best teams, one of the most recognizable teams worldwide, play with world-class players under world-class coaches, and thrive and succeed, hopefully, if you're good enough, and win all different types of titles and cups and trophies, and do that for X amount. But then you can go play for a barely a top 6 team in the Premier League and earn, 20-25% more per week, but not be playing with the greatest players, not and all of that. Or you can go to a team like PSG, for example, that not to be disrespectful, but I'm going to be disrespectful. It's basically a one-team league. You're always going to win the title. You're always going to win the cups. You're always going to crash out the Champions League because you don't play anybody at any season, and they'll offer you somewhere between the Man United and the Barcelona. So really, is winning the league really that much better than actually fighting it out in the Premier League? And so all that stuff is what we're going to go into. So any of these topics you feel that you like, and you want to hear any more of this, see any more of this, like I said, do this up here. Subscribe, 605. Don't forget to leave a like, thumbs up, subscribe, bell on, all that stuff. Even if you're just an Evertonian, even if you don't want to watch any of these videos, please just give me the pity. The pity sub, the pity like, the pity comment. Just put in the comments that you're leaving this comment because you feel bad that I don't have that many views, I don't have that many subscribers. I'm not going to go anywhere with my content creation, not career, but creating content. I'm always going to be not prominent when it comes to Evertonian fan reactions and all of that stuff. Please just help me out, just one little bit. If you love Everton and you're an Evertonian, just please leave a like, leave a subscription. And I'm done repeating myself. Everybody, it's good to be back. I'm looking forward to what I'm going to be doing soon. Like I said, Archie the Wolf will be back. All different types of content coming up. So stay tuned, and thank you. Thank you for watching, and thank you for everything. Up the fucking toffees.